Shalom. This segment of this channel is devoted to testimonies from our Mishpachah family and others. Do you have a story that you would like to share? Just email me at thisken@yahoo.com and we will start the journey telling your personal testimony. Now, let's enjoy this testimony. Shalom Mishpachah. I am Ruthann May, and I want to share an experience I had that I know was from Abba's dimension the very night I was saved. My life as a child was lonely, and I was sad most of the time. I was given away by my mother very, very young, and my adopted dad was abusive. I felt alone and very unwanted and unloved for years. I hid my sadness well so I would not affect my children, but when I was alone, I cried. The sadness at times was so deep, I didn't know if I would ever feel valuable to anyone. Then one summer evening, after bathing and tucking my precious children in bed, I was sitting alone. I remembered Jesus and how he suffered and started thinking about it a lot. I thought maybe he might understand, and I started talking to him. I talked to him as I laid in the bed at night, and I started saying good morning to him when I woke up in the morning. I told him things I hadn't told anyone, and a strange thing started to happen. I began to sense that he was listening and did understand. Now, I knew nothing about any altar call or never had heard a salvation message, but I did sense he was near. One night in July, on a very warm summer evening, I was alone in my room, and my children were in bed, and I was talking to him, and I simply looked up to the Shamayim and said, I believe in you, and if you can hear me, please help me. Instantly, I felt the weight of the world lift off of me, and my whole being was flooded with a warm, wonderful love that was beyond what I could comprehend. And I sat up quickly and asked myself, what just happened? I sat very still so I wouldn't move and it would stop whatever it was that I was experiencing. But it didn't stop. I was so excited, and I thought, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the peace I was filled with, because it surely will be gone in the morning. But it wasn't. As a matter of fact, in the morning, the air smelled more fragrant of flowers, and the birds' songs were sweeter, and I was just overflowing with joy. A few days went by, and I was telling a neighbor and her husband about my experience, and she said, you do know what happened, don't you? Both her and her husband were smiling, and she told me I had been saved and translated from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light. They showed me the scriptures that talked about it and gave me a copy of the scriptures. My journey had just begun. Abba had shown me just a glimpse of what it is like to live in the realm where he lives with Yeshua. Through many times of trial and tribulation I have been subsequently faced with, I have known Elohim was watching and working all things together for good. I have tripped and stumbled, and I have taken a few big tumbles, but Yeshua, my shepherd, has picked me up every time and dusted me off and renewed my strength. I will Ahav and serve Yahweh through Yeshua by the Ruach HaKodesh until we go home, one way or another. Praise Abba Yahweh forever. Shalom Mishpachah. Thank you for your testimony, and thank you for tuning in. Shalom, my friend.